Hey everyone, this is Namita here. I'm back again today with you on the topic make yourself unforgettable. Or, we all want that when we've gone for a meeting or on a date to meet that special one, we want him to think about me, he should call me back, he should be desperate to talk to me or something to now how to create that impression, when you are meeting with them. We are particularly nervous, because it's the first time or maybe the second time, but I'm not that confident. And someone can decide either to talk to me or not call me back, or someone might decide to get madly in love with me. He would want to marry me, he would want to have a family with me, and to build that amazing connection, to make him feel that way about you, to make him feel, plugged to me. What is it that I need to do? So I'm going to tell you three techniques, okay? That how he can be hooked onto you. He cannot think anything else besides you. The rule number one is that, what is it that we need to say to that person? We need to be grounded. At times we get nervous and we start talking about anything what comes to our mind, and sometimes we even say, how are you doing? This is as basic question as how are you, but the other person, maybe the answer is not that simple for him. He finds it a difficult question. Imagine I shoot this question at you. So it is a vague question, it is a right question, but we all need to understand we have to go one step at a time. We have to make it more comfortable. When he is meeting me, we are supposed to say hi, and then you have to think that what is it that is fascinating which has happened in your life. What is it that has happened in maybe last 1 hour, or maybe during the day. What we need to do is, when we are talking, we need to build a story which has got my feelings inside it. When I'm narrating a story, the person gets involved with me, or he gets interested in me. He want to know what next. It is like a movie which is having an organic conversation one after the other. We are not trying to think and say something, or we are not going to answer in a monosyllable. It's good. How's your life? It's good. I need to answer it in a way, whether this question is shooted at me or I am shooting this question to the other one. I have to answer it in a way that there is a story to tell the story. We all are not in communication. We are not that great in communication. We need to have a story, what has happened. We need to recall, we need to think. And it is not always about that something fascinating or interesting should have happened in our life. It is just that whatever we were doing, where our emotions were inside it. So we need to come up with a story with those emotions. The question number two, or the tip number two, I would say, is at times what happens is we become an advisor, or we start, the role of a therapist, or the role of a advisor, a teacher, or a trainee, because the other person has shared something vulnerable to him. Please be aware, when you are going on a date, you are meeting the other person, you certainly are vulnerable, and you have to make yourself vulnerable. If you are not going to be vulnerable, if you are always going to be guarded, you will not be able to build that connection. You will not be able to come into that space that he can talk to you about himself, or you can talk to him about yourself. So you have to build, you have to not judge the other person, but when you are sharing it and you say that after having, or after going through all this in my life, it has been difficult, or it has been tough, and you're working on that. So the other person takes you in the right spirit. he or she finds it attractive that you're going through this trouble and you're still trying to work upon it. When you say that I'm working upon my this weakness, or I'm too emotional, at times I react, I am not responding, and I'm working towards it. You know, that bravery inside you which has brought you to say this in front of the other person kind of also gives you the reward by himself being vulnerable. And that is which is organic, that is which is one thought taking you to the other. And for that you need to be a active listener. You have to listen to what the other person is saying. It is not about you talking, it is about you listening to actively what the other person is saying, and then paraphrasing it together and putting it in front of the other person, which makes him feel, oh, he's getting me what I'm trying to say here right now. Step number 3, don't think of asking the another question. Once one person is talking and you are in this thought process inside your head that now what is it that I need to talk, what is it that once he will finish I have to say, then you are losing out on the substance, you are losing out on the essence of the conversation which is happening. The other person that you want him to be attracted towards you, or you want him to think about you, will happen only when you are giving the full ear to that person's, his emotions, his feelings. You are listening to them. It is like you're capturing that moment. You know, the photographers we see have captured a picture which is around a monument, and we can feel it. When do we say it is the best picture or he's got the right eye? It is when we can feel that emotion from the picture and we can feel it. Now it is the same story in case of conversation. Now you have to use the words, the questions, or the ideas which are, you know, which are incredible, which are making him connect to you. This is something which cannot be just taught, it has to be practiced. And the important tip for this is listening, being an active listener and getting the essence of what the other person is talking. I hope this video has been of some help to you. Please write it in the comment box below what you think about it, or you want me to talk on some other subject. Thank you very much. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my video below. Thank you.